an SMT member. Or people hate the promotion because you are not doing justice to the promotion. Some of us today, we don't wish to be politicians because of what some politicians are doing. Then you say, you're not the remaining teacher, like to be a politician. But the question is politics a bad game or not? It's a game that has bad people. But the game itself, it's about governance of the nation. So it's not a bad game. It's actually a responsibility that is higher than many responsibilities taken in Tempo. But people repel that high responsibility because of people who are not doing justice to that responsibility. So ask yourself, can they wish to be like you one day? Ask yourself and answer yourself. You know yourself. Governance is not for a period. Very, very important. It's for a period. Don't behave like you're eternal. Don't behave like you're forever in that room. Hello, class. Amen. You must be humble enough to understand, Ori, I have a responsibility for a period and I'm going to maximize the moment. Make the greatest impact that I can. Ori, when the time comes for me to be moved from this room, at least I have left a good legacy that everybody can be proud of. Just I'm telling you, it's for a period. Don't behave like you are eternal. It's for a period. So in the period, you are occupying that position. Maximize the moment. Maximize the moment. Make sure, even if other SMT members are not supporting your ideologies, if you believe your ideologies are the best ideologies, pursue them alone. After you have pursued them, you are living a landscape that others will be attracted to, even when you are not there. Today we are going to churches that were not founded by ourselves. But we are in those churches because of the legacy left by the founders. You are in that church, you love the order, the culture of the church. You like the canon and the thesis of the church, the doctrine of the church. But you are not the one who founded the doctrine. You are pursuing the legacy of the founders. So you are attracted to what the founders have left. What is it that people will be attracted to after you are gone? That's the big question. Are you living a canon, a thesis, a doctrine that others will develop interest into upholding even in your absence? As an SMT member. Are you just a leader or you are a manager? So if you are a manager, you'll be organized, you'll have ideologies that will attract the next generation to occupy the position that you occupy. I said it last time and I'll say it again. Your presence and your absence must be felt by the people you are working with. Your presence and your absence must be felt by the people you are working with. The question is, in your presence, what are they feeling? Do they feel toxicity because you are there in the institution? Or are they feeling, we are happy, at least somebody we can go to when we have grievances or uncertainties, and they can help us, they can motivate us, they can discourage us. What kind of energy are you breathing in that institution? When you are absent, are they happy when you are not there today? Or they are worried, or motivate or encourage us? What kind of an SMT member are you? And remember, guys, you are spreading the energy that you possess. Hello, class. You are spreading what? The energy that some of you must start exercising because you sleep in meetings because your body is not fit. You are not exercising. So your body takes up every fatigue there is in this world and you sleep in places you are supposed to concentrate. not talking of anybody sleeping. Now, manage systems. Here's another point. Manage what? Don't oppress. In this country, people have been oppressed for many years. It's enough. Don't add to the oppression as a fellow black person. Manage the systems. In managing systems, you are managing what? The people. Because the people are the ones who run the systems. But how will you manage systems you don't have? You develop systems. What are systems? Way of doing things or way of living. So you develop systems for your subordinates and they know what is expected of them even when you are not there to tell them. Those are systems. Ramaphosa owns majority of McDonald's franchises in South Africa. Did you know that?
Yes.
If you didn't know, please know it from today. He owns majority of McDonald's. But you'll never see Ramaphosa at McDonald's at the till there. Why? He has created systems. And the people are running the systems in his absence. So in so doing, he's managing the people, even when he's not there. School management team, you can manage the school even if you are absent, if you create systems. Way of doing things, way of living, the culture that people must uphold. And everybody who knows what is expected of them. So even when you have come to the workshop here, there won't be chaos in the school because there are systems. Now follow up. There won't be what? Chaos in the schools because you have come to the workshop. Things will still be running on their own because you have created systems. So we manage systems, we don't oppress people. If you oppress people, I'm telling you, you are raising a bitter generation. And bitter people, the first person they will destroy is the one who's oppressing them. So whenever you think you are powerful because you can speak things and people can do them, even when they are unhappy, wait for that one day when the same people will turn against you. You will curse the day you began oppressing them. Hello, class.
Yes.
People's patience is also limited. Again, people are SMT members. So we must be frank again. People's patience is also what? Limited. You can oppress them for some time, but how do we next? A day is coming when they will turn against you. And you will curse the day you started oppressing them. Just I'm telling people how to stop oppressing them. Manage the systems. Discover the kind of a person who are not part of the staff room politics. They get to know of how oppressive you are towards your colleagues. Who are not part of the staff room. Hello, class.
Yes.
Because they are there in the vicinity. And teacher Jane, Queen, Stephen, they are okay. But these ones, and again, I never found that kind of reputation. Not even your colleagues. It's a bad reputation, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, we are going to talk about the sequence of phenomenality. So everywhere I go, this is what I say. I might have said it last time. Well, excellence is a standard of achievement determined by a society. So in our social media, we have standards which we consider to be better than other standards. Say for an example, in Soweto where I come from, do you know who wears expensive clothes in Soweto? It's the poor people. People from shacks and back rooms are the ones who wear expensive clothes. And they exhibit them Kadi Saturday, Kodi funeral. Everybody must show off their expensive trouser, shoe, and a shirt at the funeral because the community is poor. So they must see me. But if you follow the background of that person, they are from a shack. So you are wearing 50,000 and staying in a shack of 2,000. Why? In Soweto, where I come from, that's a standard that has been set by the social media. And that's why if you come with cheap clothes, first-hand experience. They see you, this one is wearing from 5 rand shop. But when you know that is what you afford. But because of the standards set by the social media, they are able to identify these are cheap clothes. Because why? They boast about appearance, not about reality. So it's people who don't even have beds. And I'm talking reality. I was born in Soweto. People who don't even have comfortable beds in those shacks where they are staying. But they are attire. It's an attire that could buy them a buggy to take it to cash build and carry cement, who are building their houses and they make money and make a living. But they don't see it in that way because it was embedded into their system where this is a way of life. It's only people like us who are independent thinkers who can be a statistic of shenanigans. Why? Because the standards I have set for myself is a standard of phenomenality, not a standard of society. I can tell my standards of society. If the standard of society speaks to my phenomenality, then it's a good standard. But if the standard of society is against the standard of my phenomenality, then I can't subscribe to the standard of society because it doesn't speak to the conscious standard of phenomenality that I have inculcated within my intrinsic makeup. Rautana class. So phenomenality is, let's get there. Again, excellence, I might have said it last time, excellence in our education system. When you produce a distinction, it's how many percent? 80 to 100 again. So that is the standard set by our education system. But do you know where elsewhere that standard is average is 40%? That's why it's a standard that will be set by our social media.